You modded your Xbox, but you just got a 360. So how are you going to hack it? We're going to show you how. You know it was bound to happen, and it finally did. The Xbox 360 has been hacked.
Right, you don't have the limitless features that the original Xbox hack had, but you do have the most important thing, and that's the ability to back up your original games.
Yeah, and one of the nice things about this mod is you remember the original Xbox, bunch of different solder points. Xbox 360, 100% software based, so no soldering required.
Right, and that's actually an easy part of the hack. There are some more difficult things like actually taking the shell off of the 360. Right. That's pretty time consuming. The second part is copying the games. It's not a disc-to-disc one-to-one copy that you would do in Nero or Toast. It just doesn't work that way. And the third part is the actual tools that you need. You need very specific things. If you don't have them, it's not going to work.
Yeah, so let's go over everything to complete the project.
Now, first and foremost, you need one of two types of Xbox 360s. It's either the Hitachi drive or the Samsung drive. And you can actually easily tell which one that you have just by opening up the DVD tray. You can see. There's also a third drive made by Philips, but the problem is at the time of the taping, we're not exactly sure if that is able to be hacked yet.
Right, and the Xbox that we have is a Samsung drive, so we're just going to focus on that. But Team Executor has just released a hardware mod for Hitachi owners. It lets you do the hack even without opening the Xbox, which is really nice.
So the next thing that you're going to need is the actual hacked firmware. 3.0 is the latest and greatest. It's about 12 megs. You can find it online, so just do some searching.
Then you'll need a PC with onboard serial ATA or a serial ATA add-in card. Now, this is where it gets kind of tricky because it's very important that you use the right chipset. If you don't have the right chipset in the card, it's not going to work. So we'll provide you a list of links so you can check that out. Now, the motherboard we're using for this is the MSI K8N Neo 4 Platinum Edition. Now, this is really great because this motherboard actually has the chipset that you need built right on board.
Yeah, it's got the onboard serial ATA. It's ready to go out of the box. It's great.
Yep.
And you're also going to need a DVD plus R dual-layer drive that needs to support book type and bit setting. The drive that we used was the NEC ND3550A. That was a great one. Biggest reason because we didn't need to do book type or bit setting whatsoever. Out of the box it worked. It was $30. So if you're in the market for that too, it's really cheap.
Yeah, you said you can just get that on newegg.com or something like that, right?
Yep.
And you're also going to need a bunch of software. So there's trial software that you can get, but a lot of this is also freeware. A few major applications you're going to need are Hex Workshop, DVD Info Pro, there's ISO Buster, and of course, one of our favorites, Clone CD.
Absolutely. We got everything prepared now, so let's start the hack.
Let's do it. Hello, welcome to Blockfister, the easiest way to get DVDs absolutely free.
Now, since we've been fisting you for so long at our brick and mortar stores, we're going to show you how to get those movies back to our distribution centers.
Blockfister!
Take the DVDs we send you in the mail, decrypt them, copy them, scan them, and print out a label and affix it to the copy.
Just send us back the copy and you keep the original.
We won't be able to tell the difference, and we'll mail your copy out to someone else. Step one is to disassemble the Xbox 360 shell. Now, this is a little complicated, but we have a link to some videos that should help you through the process. Took us about 45 minutes to an hour. We broke off some clips. It will probably never reassemble again. but it's definitely voiding your warranty, so just be aware of that.
Also, something else to remember, keep your AV cables to your Xbox plugged in. The Xbox has a tendency to shut off if it's not plugged in, so when you're doing a firmware flash, you can really cause some really major problems. So after that, what we need to do is make a backup of the original firmware, orange.bin. To do that, what you need to do is make a DOS boot disk from Windows, and then copy over mtkflash.exe and mtkflash.typ. These are the files that you got from your firmware, your hacked firmware that you downloaded, that whole package. And so now all you need to do is connect the 360 drive via serial ATA, either the onboard or the PCI serial ATA, and then you're set.
Yeah, now all you have to do is turn on your 360 and boot from the floppy and make sure to run this command, mtkflash space r space /m orange.bin. Press enter. You'll be asked whether it's the SEC master or slave. Choose SEC master, and then the app will read the flash. It takes pretty much no time at all, and just reboot the PC and make sure to remove the floppy. Now, once you're in Windows, browse to the floppy and copy orig.bin to a safe spot because that's your original firmware backup. You'll need this just in case anything goes wrong, and we actually did need it ourselves because things went very wrong.
Exactly. Our next step is to extract the key from the original firmware and inject it into the hacked firmware. Now to do that, go ahead and open Hex Workshop, press Ctrl-G, choose Hex, and then set the offset to 4000. Click Edit, select Block, then select Hex, enter 200, right-click, and then select Copy. And now go ahead, open extreme30.bin, and repeat, but paste it instead of copying it. Save it as broken.bin, and you're good to go.
Our last step in hacking the 360 is to reflash the Samsung drive with the hacked firmware. Just copy broken.bin onto the floppy and boot from it. Type mtk flash space w space /m space broken.bin, press enter, and the Xbox 360 is hacked.
So now that the 360 is hacked, we're getting up to the most difficult part, which is actually backing up the games. Like we said earlier, you can't just do a disk-to-disk copy. It doesn't work that way. So here's the process of how to make it work. Go ahead and burn the activate.iso out to a DVD plus R. You'll find this in the firmware that you downloaded, that whole package, it's in there. Then go ahead and connect the 360 back to the PC and go ahead and power on the 360. After the ISO has been burned out to the DVD, go ahead and put it into the 360. Wait 5 to 10 seconds and remove the DVD from the 360, and now you're in the 0800 mode.
Now turn on your PC and boot into Windows. Insert the original game disc into Windows and wait for it to show up under My Computer. Run DVD Info Pro and enter the 4 custom CDB commands. Now you'll notice here that the only thing that's changed between these 4 different rows is the second to last column where it's 01, 03, 05, and 07. Then save the hexadecimal display as bin file ss.bin.
All right, so let's run DVD Info Pro again. This time we're going to extract the PFI sector. From the Advanced Commands menu, choose Send Custom Command. Then from Preset Commands menu, choose 00H Physical Format Information from under the Read DVD Struct Commands heading. Click Send and save the hex display as pfi.bin.
Now we're going to use DVD Info Pro again to extract the DMI sector. From Advanced Commands, choose 04H Disk Manufacturing Info, and then save hex display as DMI.bin.
Now it's time to create your game backups. So the first thing you need to do is make sure that you're still in the 0800 mode, and you do that just by not turning off your Xbox console. It's that easy. All right, so go ahead and insert the original game disk into the drive again and wait for Windows to detect the disk change. Go ahead and run DVD Info Pro again. Enter the following custom CDB command to actually unlock the drive. It's FF080101. Now go ahead and run ISOBuster, right-click on DVD and select Extract from To.
Now just enter the LBA number depending on what type of Xbox game it is. 3431264 decimal is for Xbox One games, and 3567872 decimal is for Xbox 360 games. Make sure to select User Data 2048 bytes per block and click Start Extraction. Now name the file as game.iso and click Save. Copy game.iso, ss.bin, pfi.bin, and dmi.bin to the relevant directory, and then run build360.bat or build.bat for Xbox 360 or Xbox One. Now just burn it out with clone CD and choose image.dvd file, and you're set to go. So now just restart the Xbox because you want to exit out of that 0800 mode, and then you're ready to play your backed up game. So this is Quake 4.
Here's the original.
And let's put it in.
Let's see what happens. Let's
the
hope.
button.
Come on, work, baby.
Closing.
Come on. Read it.
takes a couple seconds longer when it's a burned, backed up disc.
Oh, does it?
And we do own the original.
Is that the truth?
Yeah, it does. There it goes. Boom.
Dark tipper.
And
Come on, baby. Come on. Please.
it's
Yes!
done deal.
Done.
Awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Done.